Um, Good afternoon, everyone. We're live at the Wagga show for 2023, sorry. And it's a beautiful day in Wagga. We've got plenty of models here, plenty of people here. Welcome to come over and have a look at the show. This morning I have a special guest, Steve. His nickname is
Posty or Hey You?
Posty. Steve's going to show us his models that are on the table, including, I believe, an award winner. Steve, would you like to take us through your truck models?
Okay, mate. It's a cab over Transstar. I've actually shortened the chassis. I've taken 10 mil out of the chassis and shortened it up a little bit. Changed it to right-hand drive. Kept the Detroit engine in it, and so forth. So modified the bull bar and metal exhaust, aluminium fuel tanks. What else have I done to it? Just basically kept it. It's painted in a Brunswick green, and the cab is a German cream. So it's not exactly white. It's white, but it's just that off-white. I wanted something that was a bit more contrasting with the green instead of bright white and green. It's more an off color white green. When you look at the white there compared to that white,
Yep.
you can see the difference in the in that kind of shading.
Okay.
So that adds to gives everything a bit more of a um, older school look, I suppose. Yeah. So
Okay. And
not a bad one.
did you have any connection with that particular truck, or?
No, that's one that's just the color scheme's straight out of my head. Just pottering and thinking, how would I have one if I was going to drive it away? That's what I would have it. That's the way I would like to see it. You know, it's all blinged up. Because I like the red one beside us is very old school, and in the same period as where mine is, I've hotted mine up, as I say, compared to being old school.
Right.
I've blinged mine with the chrome wheels and the chrome tanks and just polished everything up so she's like she's been restored and ready to rock on and just be a show, a blingy show truck, I suppose.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Is the chrome painted on, or?
No, the chrome is from the kit.
Right.
I've painted the bull bar has been painted.
Right.
That's chrome. Metal exhausts and the aluminium fuel tanks have been done as well.
Right. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. And did you do any particular research for this one when you were building it, when you were developing
No, I just basically followed the instructions and of what it was and kept it in that way and just done it up, put a right hand dash and interior cup in it,
Yep.
Which you can get from Oslo.
Right.
Which does all the conversions for these sorts of things with their aluminium fuel tanks. So yeah, everything. It's just a matter of planning it all out.
Right. Okay. And Oslo's one of the traders here today, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Anything trucks, you go to Oslo.
Okay. Fantastic. Do you have any others on the table?
I do. Just over on the other side here, we have my latest one is this T900 here,
Right.
which is based on the snappy chassis, snap tight Kenworth.
Right.
And I've changed. The only thing I've used from the snappy kit is the rear end and the radiator.
Okay.
The rest is all new. Bull bar, I'll put a new engine in it that drops.
All right.
And there's a signature Cummins. So I've taken the Caterpillar out of the that comes with the snappy kit. It's supposed to have a 3406 Caterpillar in it.
Right.
So I've changed it and put a signature 600 Cummins in it. And then I've put a new cab, new bunk on it. They're both all Oslo.
Mm-hmm.
So she's a proper T900 Kenworth, as it would roll off at a factory with the Cummins, or
Okay.
the new model Cummins.
Right.
And polished aluminium tanks, aluminium guards, and that's painted in a gunmetal grey.
Right.
The silver stripe is aluminium with gold pin striping, and in the centre is jade green pearl.
Wow.
with cream pinstriping and scrolls.
It must have taken a while to mask all that pinstriping.
Oh, they're all decals.
All
And,
right.
yeah, they're. I love doing decal work,
Yep.
and it's had 3 coats of clear on top.
Right. Okay. And
So
do you get the decals custom made or?
I know you can buy those from Oslo as well.
Right.
The sheets are they come in all different colours, and so you know that idea paint scheme has come out of my head. Even got a logbook on the passenger seat.
Yep.
Because just in case we've got to travel somewhere, we've got a logbook in it.
Right.
And vanilla smelly trees in there as well. I made out a card because you've got to have that nice smell when you're sitting in
Oh yes.
your truck for a while.
It's the details that make the model, isn't it?
Well, I think so too, and it's traditional Kenworth too. So I've done my studies on how T900s are, and when the very first T900 model came out, they came out with N14 Cumminses. You can get them with a cat in it or a Detroit.
Right.
And then Kenworth couldn't get Detroits or cats, dropped out too because they weren't going to do truck engines anymore. So they stayed in bed with Cummins, and they just went from M14 to signatures, and yeah.
Okay.
That's what we got in that one. So that one's like proper traditional T900.
Right. Okay. Okay. Do you have any other models on the table?
I do. I have a SAR.
Oh yes. Ah. Okay. Can you tell us about this one?
This one's an 80, well, I would say probably be about 82, 83 model Kenworth SAR.
Right.
And that I've kept the Cummins in on that one, and I painted this one a raspberry red pearl with 3 coats of clear red on the
Right.
top,
Okay.
with orange pinstriping,
Yep.
and your name's on the door. And
Oh yes.
yep, yeah. So it's all traditional Kenworth as well too, because I'm a bit of a traditionalist when it comes to my Kenworths. I like to make sure they're right and as they are as what you can get from factory.
Right. Okay.
So
Do you drive the Kenworth yourself? Or?
I haven't driven Kenworths before.
Yep.
I'm back driving tippers again now, so I'm driving European trucks at the moment. So
Okay.
yeah, but bit lazy, but no, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. And the one beside the blue one,
Yep.
That's a snap tie,
Right.
straight out of the kit, and I've just modified, put 6 aluminium tanks on that, and the chassis rails that one has is the same as what's on the grey one.
Right. Okay.
So
okay.
yeah.
This is W900. You had a T900 before.
Yeah, that's a T900 there.
What's the difference?
Was
that a more dramatic question, say, for another time?
No. That's in, I think it was about 84. They finished making W models, W900s here in Australia, and the SAR was deleted, and then they changed the series to T models, which is the same bonnet as what's on there, because on the guard here, it's the guard just rolls around and stops.
Right.
We're on, they're more square, and they have a big flare, and everything is more squarer with the front and the grille changed. That just became a bit more square. The whole bonnet is more square, and where the SARs and the W models, the cabs are quite rounded, being in the 70s. They're very rounded, where everything from the T series up, which was the T600, T950, T650, T909, they're all squared off a lot more. So you have a bit more room in the back of the cab from here. Like the cab width is a little bit wider compared to what the 70s models are.
Right.
And yeah, they're just the new version, and they change more, but they're still cracking.
Okay. And how long would it take you to build one of these models?
Um, well, it's it just depends on your motivation and what else is going on around you at the same time. You could, if you did an hour every night, it'd probably take you, I don't know, month or so thereabouts.
Okay.
It just depends on what you want to do and how far you want to go and with your models and yeah, there's more. It's hard to explain really because you can't put a timeline on them
Right.
because sometimes they drive you up the wall and you need that braking. You get, oh, well, I might drive this through the wall instead of putting it against the wall. So, yeah, and then when you've had enough, you come back to it, you think about what you've done and, right, how am I going to fix this? Some things are challenging when you're changing like these. I had to make new bonnet hinges, and so it's all you're measuring and making sure your bonnet opens and closes and sits to where it's got to go to, and it all lines up. So it can be a bit frustrating at times, but well, when it's all done, you sit back, you look at it, and you go, "I built that.
Yes. Well, it comes
I
down
built
to
that."
it's a work of art.
Yeah, it's all comes out of my head at the moment. I mean, my mate, he made the Mac beside mine,
Yes.
and that's based off a truck down in Melbourne. Well, no, it's Harris from Adelaide,
Right.
and yeah, so that's a replica of Harris's Mac,
Okay.
where I do everything that pops into my head, and I like that colour scheme. I might paint it this colour, and I think I'll do that. No, I'll do this. No, I'll do that with it, and go from there.
Okay. And the magic question: how many models do you have on the trot at any one time?
One,
One.
one.
You're a one of
Yeah,
person man.
yep.
Okay. Why is
Because
that?
I just find that if you have two or three, you'll always be working on the one that you really should be working on because the other two won't be have as much work done on. They'll always go to one,
Right.
and one nightmare is better than having two or three nightmares that don't.
Yes.
That's why I would rather just have the one nightmare, one headache, one at a time.
One at a time.
One at a time.
One at a time's good fishing, as my dad used to say.
Exactly right. There you go. You catch one fish at a time.
Yes.
So yeah, just the one at a time.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is there a favourite of the models that you've done? Is there a favourite that you're particularly proud of?
This one.
This one here?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
Why is that? Because of the work involved, or?
It's just probably each model that I've done, you get that little bit better with it. You pick up your mistakes that you made on your last one, and you think, okay, next time I'll do this. It's the same thing, but you might do it a different way. It works out better. So it's all that learning of how much each one just gets that little bit better. Not
Yep.
you're not building super so magnificent models. It's what you want to build anyway.
Yep.
And if you're happy with it, it's all that matters.
Okay.
And you just go from there. And as I said, each one gets that little bit better because you think a little bit outside the square.
Yes.
And you learn. You make the mistakes, but those mistakes you learn, and it doesn't happen in the next truck. But there'll be another mistake that the next truck won't have.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? So
Yes.
yeah, it's just a matter of ordering and knowing what you want. And if you're happy with it, that's the end of the day. You're the one that's done it, and you're the one to sit back with your feet up and go, "I made that.
I made that.
That's the fantastic thing." I reckon.
Very good. Thank you. Well, last question. What do you have on the build desk at the moment?
I've started a T950,
Right.
which is a T950 is the same cab. I've got the same sleeper bunk,
Yes.
but the bonnet's different.
Right.
It's the same raised up shape like the SAR has. So the SAR.
Yep.
Sorry. Yep. Bonnet goes up on an angle.
Yes.
As you can see, it's raised.
Yes.
When they finished making the SAR, they made the T950, and it's the same as that with the battery box underneath the cab,
Right.
so the bonnet goes down, but you've got these guards in the Team 950.
Right. Okay.
So, because I want to have one of everything. So, and I've got I've already done a cab over Aerodyne, K104 Aerodyne, and that's all set up with a gantry in the middle. Because when you get a Kenworth, you pick and choose what you want. Everything's done from a build sheet. So, um, yeah, and I just like the traditional, proper Kenworth. And same as if I build a Mac, it'd have to be a traditional, proper Mac with a proper Mac sleeper bunk, all that sort of stuff, all traditional.
Right. Okay.
And
Okay.
that's the way it's got to be. It's got to
Right.
be traditional.
You are not interested in doing a what if or modifications or
Now, my what ifs are when I go and imagine if I went and ordered a T900, how would I have it? What colour would I have? Now, did you get your three choices of colour? So if I go and sit and order one, I want the Cummins, I want the four fuel tanks, aluminium guards, traditional bunk on it. Now, what colour am I going to have it? You know what I mean? So that's how I build my colour schemes, because that'd be something I would turn the key and drive away.
right. Okay.
You know,
Okay,
it's
yep.
all painted. That's how I would have it.
Yep.
Turn the key, drive away.
It is indeed a what if, in the true sense of the word.
Basically, yeah.
If you had it, yes.
Yep. If I bought a brand new one,
Yep.
I would have it like that.
Fantastic.
That's how it would be.
Well, thank you very much for your time today.
No worries.
We appreciate you talking to us, and
good.
it's a beautiful club, beautiful models on the table.
Thank you very much. And
everybody's
before I go, mate, every model truck that I see here are all brilliant.
Yes.
Because they're all come out of people's heads.
Oh yes.
And they've all thought of what they're doing, and they build to what they want, and I love them all. They're all everything's good.
They're very impressive.
You know,
Yeah.
and it's what people think, and they're happy with it, and that's all that matters.
Yes. Yeah. I'm particularly impressed with the brass work and the metal work on these.
Oh, okay. Yep.
It's very hard to replicate the metal work.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, we've got aluminium guards on mine, and aluminium tanks, aluminium tank steps, which are good. They're all Oslo accessories.
Yep.
And got aluminium checker plate. That's proper aluminium too.
Right.
So all those sorts of things add to the awesome detail of what you're doing. But every truck is good. Every truck is, that tells a story.
Yes.
You know, and when you build something, mate, you're proud of what you do, and you can say, I did that. So keep up the good work, I reckon. But yeah, love it. Always love your trucks.
Fantastic. Well, thank you very much again.
No,
appreciate your
mate.
time.
Thank you.
And I might just go around the tables and have a look. Yeah. All right. Thank you. All right. I'll on the road. Thanks very much. Okay. We'll just continue our walk around the Wagga show, and then we might sign off for the day for the live stream. A beautiful collection of trucks here. Right. We're just going to end the live stream now. So thank you very much, everyone, for joining us, and have a good day. Come to the Wagga show if you can. Thank you.